Oh, what the heck? Why we pause?
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Follow my lead!
So, here's the thing. There's a trap in there. That's how you do it. Cool.
The Emperor favors me today.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
Let the people grieve. Lady Theodora was with us so long that we started to believe she was immortal.
It's about time!
An expected result.
Hmm?
I rise to the occasion. Halt! I noticed something.
Hmm? Oh, a guard.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, this is where we came from. Oh, okay, I see. It just dragged out some stuff. Okay. Did you hear screams? Move. Sir, are you alright? Can't hear anything. Now I see. You are in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. What are you doing? Get a hold of yourself, sir. Oh, there's someone else up there. I know you're all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you?
I tire of idleness. Let's move. We shall prevail. They say a little bit of humility never hurts anyone.
What happened to my voice?
I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
It's not the voice I picked early on. Can't get over that. The Cognator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with drying blood. The button switches and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Awaken. Turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cognation inside emits creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine's spirits do grant you access to the Cognator systems. Just data. The child location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress levels exceeds the presumable limit, status unknown error, attention. Calming procedures advised, attention, upper chambers, inaccessible air. The control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact the station keeper or the Navis Laboratorium custodian. Examine the log. Script data, partially corrupted. Those close to the child has started butchering one another again, or came from above it. So there's some child that seems to have some interesting or some strong warp connections or psyker powers. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. To find traces of purge protocol recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine's spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen. Child delete, picked flow, disable access code, annual station controls, delete, activate, shuffle, self-destruct, purge, command log. The keeper station have access to life support system, but the keeper Theobad had not left the child's side. Neither I could it be that. This one. The vid screen lights up with this smattering of unfamiliar green symbols. Appears one of the doors in the chamber is opened. Some door is opened. I don't know what door it was. Was it this door?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Ooh. Also, that lay claim to the stars, that sounded a little more... no. Actually didn't sound like my other voice line. People are going crazy.
Done. I won't tolerate weakness.
We go in this way? Whoa.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer. Experience. Nothing matters more.
None shall stand in my way.
Either change my voice or just he's doing all the talking. I activated some elevator. What elevator did I activate? Did I miss something in here? Owie.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, so these are the voices I heard. For no reason, the arch enemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. Huh? Uwe has his tongue cut off, just like the rest of the lesser servants. Looked like he gave me something.
Victory awaits!
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
It's about time.
I have to go over here to this side.
An expected result.
Have to look around for something to activate that door.
I did fine.
Thought we already looked around here, but I guess I'll take a closer look.
A new challenge for me.
Ah. That wasn't the door that it said that a door was unlocked in the main chamber. I don't know if it was just that supply closet where I found the chest.
Follow my lead.
I didn't know I was supposed to try all of them. Now I know. Well, just... oh, that's to exit out. I was like, just in case that's a bad option. But no.
Excellence matters.
We should deal with this.
Those people. Oh, I missed some loot. It's okay, we'll get it when we're done. Oh, there's a piece of loot that we're standing right on top. I still do not understand. Oh, it's that little thing. Customize, please don't kill me. Is there like instructions or something somewhere? Looks like it's that. Is it just maybe a trial and error deal where I... not use acid? I think I want okay. Huh?
What is that?
What?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Whoop. Okay. I guess let's just do this real quick.
Something of interest.
I'll take another crack at it, but then I might just look up the solution. Oh no. Pretty sure it needs to be biojunk. It says not to use acid and to use something basic. They talk about crystals. Alright, I'm gonna be lame. They give elixirs. Put in the flesh sample. Oh. Unidentified acid. And the adamant dust.
We need to investigate.
Mutated. Okay. Biogel. Crystal dust.
Halt! I noticed something.
What happens if I put in these other three? You don't like it? Well, I'll just load this just in case someone will be ticked at me for blowing up their thing. I'm not going to be responsible. When the heck did I get that? I don't even remember getting that. Huh? Where'd my stuff I made go? Okay, well, don't know anymore. Too bad.
None
Let's see what this
shall
loot is that I
stand in
missed.
my way.
Wait, there was loot? Oh wait, I was already here. Ooh. Wait, I'm so confused. Where do my items keep going? Oh, I'm sorting by accident. Sure. Yeah, there was a piece of loot I missed, so... somewhere. Hmm. Oh, this is probably the other... Actually, wait, that has something to do with the child. Lowborn Maltese. Actually, 1 second. I got chips. Because I'm freaking hungry. It's just stale. Not super stale, but... I guess they're alright.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Actually.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
What? Now what do I do? Deal with threat and power of the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost the mistress her life. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Who do you see behind the mask? My whispers are giggling nasty. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. Tiredly, and glances at Philip. This station has enough problems without your sorcery, psyker. I have many questions regarding what happened on this station. I think they are worth the life of this mistress. Who's the child mentioned in the documents reports found at the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station's servant is called Lady Cassia. For commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it, you see. It is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are able to speak. Them and I thought were convinced that we were traitors. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on this station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think mere servants could plan a coup? Senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off power, and disabling the security systems. Too many things required special access available only to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you are aware, there were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald or Celio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Uraka 5 and our noble line. This is a recording of a private conversation between the station officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. Yeah, so the security captain's report, only the keepers have access. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or they're faced with stuff. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve that what little there is still left by God Emperor. Listen to the recording of the private conversation between the officers. You were pretty lenient. I was lenient. This is true. And in the end, I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing home. Nothing of my home. Spits out a few last words, in particular bitterness. Where's my last save? I remember now what the dudes who got executed at the start were saying. Let's rescue your mistress. Thank you, Richard. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now. You have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave the station together with the mistress, which is why I'm about to ask one last favor of you. The surgeons got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, as the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask that you deal with this dumb, huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe next to this charm. If you turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort, I will personally feed you to avoid Kraken, just so we're clear. Smile softly, and appears relaxed and almost calm. If everything goes as planned, you will not have to worry about such things. You're going to need this charm. May the God Emperor's light be with you. Oh, it's just sending me in. It's not even giving me a chance to... Oh no, we're just unlocked the door. Her pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye of the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead. Your heart hammers in your chest, and your desire to turn and flee from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Oh, as if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Someone stop her. Heresy, was the tall figure. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. That was easy. Really shakes her hand and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and a howl. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Lazarus von Velasius, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, Lazarus. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs, his eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his vulnerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside its decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orsilio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the Whisper shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Yeah, I'll go. Mean no harm. I came to seek the navigator's aid. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wreck station or like scoundrels in Felix service. Who are you? Lazarus von Velasius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orsello now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. What is the curse that's taking hold of everyone in this? What is the curse? Curse? No, just a sacred gift to our child. The child is sad. How they weep. No, child smiles, laugh giddily, and child. Delia. They call me dangerous witchcraft. I know what happened between you and Pelek. Pelek is my wayward student. He came to Uruk 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me. They proved to be just our traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to prevent centuries-long tradition of our family. You see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. Yes. So chose whose side you are on, a murderous traitor or a lawful scion of the noble house. Bellic accused you of treachery. Defending myself before strangers. I never thought I would fall so low. Old man looks at the unmoving Cassian and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis Nobilite. If the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything with you, I guarded this station against calamity and insurrections from without to the best of my ability. I forced the Warrens to strictly observe the security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup. You look frightening. The fish eyes look at you with unwavering dignity. You were not supposed to see me, or Felek, or the sacred child. Navigators are highly paid for their loyal service to the Imperium according to his will. No one would dare judge the guides of humanity, the chosen of the galactic sovereign himself. How could you lose control of the station? Do not thrust my airs on my face. I am twice your age, and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, and far-fetched idea of a bright future. What service would you ask of me? Hope glimmers in his milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aranto, acting head as House Orsilio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. Nay, we came in for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Looks like Cassie with pain for such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her soldiers. We're talking as though you expect to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Raise the throne slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. There's medicine on my ship. No, I am a keeper of Enrek 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have another matter to attend to. I could just cut to the chase. Well, he seems like he's just passing peacefully, and he's not going to do anything. He just wants you to take Cassia. Like a true monster. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. What the? They'll revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of Cercilio's heir will help us destroy our enemies and shield from Felix's navigator forces, but you rest for a time before the battle. Can I go get some loot? So that's the other thing, is the guy downstairs is pretty generic guards who like we've kind of been dealing with the whole time, while up here they got like, they seem like they have some high class, some varying classes, and I'm like, Oh, she had a vision about a painting. I forgot what exactly it all went over, though. About time we repay those who betray our house. Come. Rogue traitor, you treacherous worm, I knew I should have killed you. That is enough, boy. You betray the child, our house, and Disphone herself. Surrender. I'm the savior of our house, and I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them.
Take a knee and bow before me.
You dare cross the faithful?
She gonna be a class member, or she's just gonna be our navigator? That's why she has a portrait. She's clearly important.
Follow my lead. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor I'll do it.
Oh, come on, homie.
I will do my duty. Indeed. That's not the Seneschal's job.
My faith strengthens me.
Owie.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Whoa. Ooh, what the? I'm already missing 2 actions. I feel like I could really do the damage on this guy.
All too easy.
While I rely on the rest of my gang.
Suits my purposes.
Stay vigilant. Die!
Weather the storm.
Oh, dog. Nine to 21. Oh, geez. So either it leaves them with 1 HP or it kills them. Hold on. If I hit you with that.
Anything is? Will do.
Bingo.
Anything else?
Already done. Suits my purpose. You didn't stand
Goodbye.
a chance.
Onward.
To the head, weapon at the ready. Break their morale.
I'm enraged.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me.
That is not the Emperor's will.
We're still in our dude over here. That's right.
Guided by faith. Faith without is a prayer.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
My faith shields me.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
I must not falter.
Oh, she give like an action to that soldier? Almost looked like that.
Was that you? Or...
Nothing I can't. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Okay. Did we make the right decision? Replace the chest. Now this.
No.
Oh, it's voice.
This is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no.
No.
Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
I regret that we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before. What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Orselio at the earliest opportunity.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Ooh. Ugh.
Do you require an audience?
Oh, she is a party member. He's an officer. Ooh. Gosh. There's so many supportive effects. I think I like the sound of this one the most. Or this one.
Doubt is for the weak.
Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Not even look at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Moves her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What did you wish to speak about? A few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I've not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. For that, I am immeasurably grateful. I'm so deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uwe served me on the station more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded. Oh, that dude I found. Yeah. Cool. Preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immentrium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Why do you refuse red paint? As he gestures towards the servant standing beside her. Uwe will give of his blood before the ritual, as always. Why are you asking for these items? You're asking questions, the answers to which you cannot comprehend. Perhaps I may explain it all to you a later time, but for now our time is too precious to waste. As a navigator of House Orsilio, I give my word that without a canvas of paint I have little hope to smooth the journey through the warp. I have no reason to lie. Tell me more what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated can understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. This her hair on the back of her neck, revealing a gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House Orsilio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of errant thoughts, and then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. And as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orsilio never lose their course. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the sanctum. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask you do not follow me. You can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Initiating communication ritual. Come here, Uwe. Famous purpose. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. See violent vortex lashing the ocean falls as a silver shadow fire dance. Storm rising with foaming waters. Armatus drowning in fog that the end of water cannot see. And here beyond the walls of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk does in Tyler this pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie in spring here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. Cerulean accidentally snaps one of her cognary letters. The panel beneath her fingers sparks. The switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard a warp speaking through a navigator before. Warp. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. I receive 5 lashes for us to show clumsiness. Cassio, are you alright in there? Pulsating screams drown the box transmission. The servants and executives are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence, a dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness is spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its told steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station in Cur 5. And you have to begin your visit to the record system with a different destination. This station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis, Nobolite, bought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on dismantling the station and components for our vessel to attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Gather components. As you command. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engine seer prime. Both the vessel and the machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We're also missing some crew. Much more importantly, have not yet located Calix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain that he was not at Urek 5, so we should keep in mind making future plans. Why is always business with you? Would you sometimes visit and tell me how wonderful everything is? Thank you, Vigdis. This will be all for now. Pleasure. What the? Hold on. Man, it's not time for that. Okay, I want to see if I clicked on something and I accidentally changed my voice when I was changing my portrait, because I swear. That was in the next room.
You didn't stand a chance!
It did.
Engage the engines. This could be an opportunity. Lance batteries, volley! I'll make it happen. Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
She leveled up again. Maybe I need to start upping my ballistic still a little. Ooh, plus 10. Jeez. Cool. Can I bathe again? I'll eat some chips. I want to paint my portrait. It is most proper for us to be conversing in your bath chamber. I cannot believe you wish for me to paint a picture of you disrobed. I cannot. It is scandalous. It goes beyond every standard of decency. It's a proud Aristotelian tradition. Was it not customary in your station? Sure. I'm afraid that my teachers on Iraq 5 never mentioned such a curious practice to me. Your portrait. I've never painted people before, but I'm willing to try if you insist. Lady Cassia's artistic interpretation of your naked form. You spend hours trying to figure out which specific part of the painting is supposed to be your face, your leg, or if they are even depicting it at all. So abreast the two of you spend the next half hour engaged in small talk, and her awkwardness soon gave way to an intense focus as she becomes immersed in her art. This painting, it may not be what you had in mind, still this is how I see you and your colors. The canvas is a whirlwind of brightly colored paints. The outline of a human figure suggested through broad, colorful strokes and fluid shapes. You would be hard-pressed to call it a portrait, but the series of abstract images and impressions do vaguely resemble your form. Style so unique, I like it. Cassia's cheeks turn pink, and you feel a flush of embarrassment. You are most gracious. It would be a pleasure to paint like this again sometime, though perhaps in a more traditional environment. Og. It'd be fun if I could put up a painting somewhere. All right, I forgot to look over new gear. I don't meet the strength requirement for this. Does she, mayhaps? No. Does anyone meet the strength? He does. Maybe I give it to him for the time being, in case I want to just blast something. Ooh, a shotgun. Rad. She has one. Just say, is there any loot I can give her? Oh, well, she got like, it talked about in the description of her about her fingers being like claws, and yeah, I weren't kidding. Look at that. Freaky hands. They got her pretty well loaded up. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? When did I get this? What's mine? Mine's logic. Logic's really good for me though, in a lot of checks. This will help her possibly hit more. You could have more. Okay, good. It doesn't actually put it on her. It's like, I hate how I have to put these ugly helmets on people. What's this slot? Maybe I actually want to wear that? I don't know. Oh, I hate that it covers my armor. I guess let's check in on our friends. Do they have anything new to add?
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Of course.
Gonna go talk to our new friend. After we had a great time in the bathhouse.
Greetings.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Whoa. Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra. And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Sorry, Cassia, but I would like to know more about you personally, not your family.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
Have you ever lived anywhere other than Urak 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orcelio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Tell me about life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Did you have friends? Someone you could turn to for a simple conversation, not a discussion of yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
Ruler cannot maim people just because... I don't want to say maim. We find it difficult to believe, but the practice of depriving servants of the voice is not particularly widespread outside of House Orcelio.
Please forgive me, Lord Captain. I was sure it was a sacred tradition made sacrosanct by the ancient vows of obedience. I expect more surprises will be waiting for me outside the walls of Urak 5.
You always conceal your third eye?
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The Navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
You are beautiful, Cassia. Do not let anyone or anything convince you otherwise.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
Holy cow, I can lay it on thick with her compared to the other. I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her. That's how he brings only improper thoughts. Whoa, that's a bit too much. We're just gonna flirt around with all the characters until we kind of get into it. I will not dare make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who's captivated me since I first set eyes on her.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Auronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Notice that your love for painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colors.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world. You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
Tell me about House Orcelio.
As the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
Is the Orcelio prophecy system named after your ancestor?
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orcelio was simply a skilled navigator.
I take it House Orcelio has a rich history.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Who rules the house?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orcelio is ensuring the stability of the house.
Been in a seclusion on a close station until Fela committed his sabotage. So then, you must be the Novator successor.
So says Regent Auronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
Is your remission on talking about something else?
By all means.
What is your special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life. Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
Let's talk about... Whoa, what? Talk about us, jeez.
Right here? Are you sure? Of course.
What the heck?
Let us turn from personal matters to more pressing concerns. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Jeez. I could just start buttering her up. Oh. Interesting. So they just have two different... Strange. Did I misclick maybe? When it brought up a menu and I just immediately picked my quarters? Another compartment. There we go. Probably explore the ship next time.
How fascinating. To me, the Immaterium is made of colors, but to the astropaths who dwell in this chapel, it is music.
Cursed music. Why do the astropaths not fill this place with litanies in his name instead?
That's how it's done. I always keep my options open.
Oh. Oh. Honor to us. Geez, that looks like a face behind him with, like, there's the eye on the staff and then an eye, like, in the cloud behind him. This is a procedure robes areas from each site, but in return they gain new kind of vision that allows them to see what ordinary people cannot. Tell me about the aristocratic choir. Device that. Shows me the symbols. Why can't it take the message itself? Let's see. If you want hide information from me, you could. I do is to shield you from the monster's communications through the warp. It screams the Emperor's loyal servant, centuries dead by now. The nightmarish, maddening image of the Sea of Souls. The cursed symbols that cause astropaths to convulse in violent fits of frenzy. Messages from abominations in search of weak minds to devour. I'm become an astropath. It's like light, flawless, and searing. As to your choir, where can I find? Request seed. No, a couple of places where you can get new astropaths. That's of course if you don't insist on them being all classy and proper. But on noise inside the chapel. What's going on here? I'm really tired, but oh my gosh, everywhere I turn, there's someone to talk to. There's more lore and things to expound on and explain. And let's see if there's a way I can help. Oh, I just picked up a new. I'll save this for next time. I'm so tired. Oh, but I'm so curious. Oh, there's not enough time in the day for me to play this game.